Hi everyone, Raven here, sending love to you all. Today I'm going to share a story that truly brought tears to my eyes and broke my heart. But by the end, I could finally say, justice was served. This is the story of Marianne Bachmeier, the woman who took justice into her own hands after losing her daughter. I'll tell you all about the crime she committed, her past, and her eventual death. So get comfy, grab your coffee or tea, have some tissues handy, and get ready to hear this heart-wrenching tale. Marianne Bachmeier, a name that would forever be etched in the annals of crime and justice, was born on June 3, 1950, in Germany. A survivor of the Nazi era, she had a difficult childhood and became a young mother. Life had dealt her a cruel hand, and she found stability elusive in her personal relationships. Her third child, Anna, was the light of her life. The bond between mother and daughter was profound. However, this idyllic existence was shattered in 1980 when 7-year-old Anna was brutally taken from her. On May 5, 1980, Anna was abducted from school by Klaus Grabowski, a man with a history of child sexual abuse. He had been recently released from prison. Luring Anna to his home with the promise of a kitten, Grabowski committed the unthinkable. He raped and murdered the young girl, strangling her with a pair of women's stockings. Anna's body was discovered in a nearby river. Marianne was devastated by her daughter's death. Her grief was compounded by the cold indifference of the perpetrator. During the trial, Grabowski maintained his innocence, claiming that Anna had blackmailed him. This infuriated Marianne, who was desperate for justice. On March 6, 1981, during the trial, Marianne, fueled by rage and despair, produced a concealed weapon and fired 6 shots at Grabowski, killing him instantly. Her actions shocked the courtroom and the nation. Marianne was arrested and tried for murder. Her defense argued that she was driven to her actions by the unbearable pain of losing her child and the injustice of the legal system. In 1983, she was sentenced to 6 years in prison, but was released after serving 3 years. The case of Marianne Bachmeier sparked a heated debate about justice, revenge, and the limits of the law. She was both vilified and celebrated, seen by some as a monster and by others as a grieving mother driven to extremes. Marianne Bachmeier's story is a tragic tale of loss, grief, and the complexities of the human psyche. It raises profound questions about the nature of justice and the lengths to which a person will go to avenge the death of a loved one. Marianne Bachmeier's story, marked by profound tragedy and controversy, reached its somber conclusion on May 6, 1991. At the age of 47, Marianne passed away after a prolonged battle with kidney cancer. Her final years were a grueling period of illness and suffering. After the dramatic and tragic events surrounding her daughter Anna's abduction and murder, Marianne's life was deeply affected by the public and legal scrutiny that followed. Her act of justice, taking the law into her own hands by shooting her daughter's killer in court, brought her both infamy and a heavy personal burden. As the cancer progressed, Marianne's health deteriorated steadily. She faced the disease with the same courage and determination that had characterized her fight for justice for her daughter. Despite undergoing various treatments, her condition worsened and she experienced significant pain and discomfort. Her death marked the end of a tumultuous and heart-wrenching chapter in her life. The news of her passing was met with a mix of sympathy and reflection from the public. Marianne's struggle with cancer, following such a highly publicized and emotionally charged period of her life, highlighted the enduring personal cost of her quest for justice. In her final days, Marianne lived with the weight of her past actions and the ongoing impact of her daughter's tragic death. Her passing was a poignant reminder of the deep personal and societal consequences of the events that had unfolded years earlier. Marianne Bachmeier's death closed the final chapter of a life defined by pain, controversy, and an unyielding search for justice. Thanks for watching until the end. Don't forget to follow and like the video, my friend.